And the thing is, this guy, he seems like he's right. Like, this is true. And I'm just wondering, like, what is the deal with this debt? Like, how he's saying, how long can a government with a 16 trillion foreign debt remain a world power? Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, at the debates, I'm watching these debates, and I just want to ask them, hey, how much money, how much debt do you think we can get to until we have to file bankruptcy? Like, what? Aren't you like officially bankrupt at a certain point? Because we have the 16 trillion debt, but then we actually have like, it's more like 75 when you add in the Social Security and the Medicare entitlements that we're contractually obligated to pay. So then you add like the private debt on top of this, which is, I'm pretty sure it's way more, like up around, I think it's 40 or 60 trillion. Because so we got this huge debt, and it's like, how big? I mean, what do you consider the limit as far as, like, how many trillion can we seriously get to until we are at the point where we're bankrupt? And what is bankruptcy? What would it be if the U.S. just went bankrupt on that debt? Like, what would that entail? What other choices do we have? Like, what are our choices here? Like, either go bankrupt now or later, or we're not going to go bankrupt. We can take like 100 trillion in debt. Like, I don't get the whole. I don't quite understand what that. Like, are we planning on just not paying that back eventually, and we're just gonna run it up? But what's like the backup plan? Like, maybe we should be saving money or doing something like on the side in case when we do go bankrupt and they cut off our credit line. Then what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to like spend just what we can bring in. So I don't get. I mean, how long can a government with a $16 trillion foreign debt remain a world power? He asked at a press conference with Kuwaiti media personnel. The Americans have injected their paper wealth, which we have, into the world economy, and today the aftermaths and negative effects of their pseudo wealth have plagued them. So, okay. He added, an empire or a government remains in power so long as the people under its power support it, but today the Americans have acted in a way that the world nations do not like them at all, and therefore their international legitimacy is annihilated. Yeah, like, he's basically saying that we were like the laughing stock of the world with Bush, and now we still pretty much are with Obama, like the same way. So uh, he also predicted that the West would soon drop their alliance with the Zionist regime, saying that Westerners and U.S. politicians are increasingly at a loss as to why Israel exists, which is, I mean, people are, you just kind of like grow up knowing that Israel is like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like, why is Israel such a huge deal, like more than any other country in the Middle East or anywhere? It's like, I don't I don't think the general public like understands that whole concept, because when you look into it, you just kind of assume that there's some sort of reasoning, or it's maybe something you don't know, it's like over your head, but then you look into it and you're just like, yeah, dude, so I don't get that whole Israel thing. Like, why? I don't know if they are like in danger over there or something. I'm sure the U.S. and Europe would just take them in. Like, if they want to come over here, that's fine. Like, know what? I'm sure we would pay for them to fly over here and give them a place to stay if they want to come over here. So I don't know why, if they're in such danger over there, that they want to be there. Like, seriously, what is the deal with this debt? U.S. debt will destroy America. I know. What is? Are we just gonna let this guy be right and let him win with never even launching a single missile at us or anything? He's just gonna kick back and let us just destroy ourselves? Like, what? Why are we going along with this? Why? Even Breitbart is saying that that yeah, they're trying to say he's crazy, but unfortunately his comments about the U.S. debt reflect what many other analysts have concluded. So seriously, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this as being like our biggest enemy right here, this debt, not him. Why are we worried about him? What is he going to do to us? This is going to get us.